Okay, so the main energy is change. So some big changes coming in for you, and this could be a very challenging situation that you are now facing. You've got the Judgment card coming over here, so it is a really big change, and it will alter the course of your path through life in a big way. So some big news coming, some big revelation, some big change coming to shift those energies that you've been in. So in the past, you've been dealing with somebody who was a dark-haired man, and he was somebody that you needed to be careful of because it's got look, listen, and stop. So it's somebody that you were dealing with that has been somebody that you had to deal with very cautiously. Maybe this is the person that is bringing these big changes that are coming into your life. And going into the future, you've got to have a little faith. So you've got the faith card over here. And there might be some sexual attraction coming in. So maybe there is somebody coming in as well that you'll be very attracted to. So the major energy being a very, very big change. And it's going to be very challenging because it's going to be something that alters your course in life. And, change is never, ever an easy thing to go through. But it's something that's going to be bring in this change. And it looks like it probably will be for the positive. You've got to have a lot of faith in handling the situation and have faith that you'll get through it. And there looks like there might be somebody coming in for you who you are attracted to if you are single. Okay, so the main energy of the card is the Empress, which shows that, there's a lot of abundance. You're doing a lot of nurturing. You could be caring for somebody at this particular moment. It looks like, you're reasonably financially stable over here. With the Empress card, it does talk about wealth and abundance, and being in charge, nurturing people, nurturing things, looking after something, caring for something. So that's the energy that is there, and using a lot of your creativity as well to get things done. So the main energies, you've got the Fool card and the Judgment card. So there is some really big event that is coming your way that is going to change things completely. With the Fool, it's a brand new beginning, the ending of something old, and, starting again from scratch, really starting from afresh. And with the Judgment card over here, you're being called upon to do this, to make this new change. It is something that is going to maybe upset you, or maybe, turn your world a little upside down, but it's going to cause you to review the past a lot and make a decision about how you want to go forward. And make you rise above this situation. You might have to complete something that you haven't completed in the past. So going back to things that you haven't finished and finishing them off, if that is what you're meant to do. And maybe even if you were supposed to do something in the career-wise and you haven't finished it, you may have to go back and maybe relearn or go back to old lessons that you've learned. So the Judgment card calling you to change your course in life, and it is really a big turning point card in the tarot because it changes your focus and changes your energies different. Especially with this Fool card coming, so leaving behind all the past energies and moving on to something different. So in the past, you've got, here you go. You've got the Three of Cups. So there was some kind of celebration or something where you were maybe meeting family or friends, or you've been socializing a lot maybe with your family and friends, getting a lot of insights or spiritual support from them. With this Three of Cups. So, getting together and exchanging a lot of ideas with friends in this past year. So in the past 3 months, you've got the Hierophant, which is talking about lessons that are being learnt. At the moment, maybe you have changed spiritual practices. That could well be the case. Maybe you're doing something that involves a lot of information. Maybe it's information regarding money, information regarding health or study. Maybe you're in some kind of institution in the form of a university or some kind of college, or maybe you work in something like a hospital. Maybe you work in the legal system. So this is a card that deals with working with big groups of people and where there's a lot of exchange of information. And it seems like that's what you've been doing. It's also a card that says that you've been reviewing your traditional beliefs and reviewing what you believe, to be true. And maybe this is what you're thinking about. Maybe you've been going through this in your head as well. And maybe this is why this big change is coming, because maybe you want to make a change spiritually as well. So what's in your mind? You've got the Emperor. You do want to take control of that situation. There could be somebody in your life at the moment that is very controlling as well. Somebody who has laid down the law, and you have to follow them. They could be bullying you into doing things. The Emperor is very much the ruler without compassion, really. And maybe you're dealing with somebody that is trying to manipulate you and get you to do what they want. And this has been playing on your mind. Whatever they're doing, he's got a fire sword in his hand. So whatever he says, he feels is, the ultimate. And if you don't listen, there are consequences to you not listening to them. So maybe this is the person that is who is involved in your life at the moment. And this has been something that has been worrying you quite a bit. So going into the future, you've got the Ace of Pentacles coming in. So with this big change that comes in with the Fool card and the Hierophant, there is a positive outcome to it. Although it is such a big change that comes in, it seems like you move into something brand new cycle as far as money goes. There's a lot of abundance coming. You can see there's a lot of trees. You've got the coin coming in. So this could signify a new job and a new stability that comes in after this whole big change blows through your life. Something bringing in new money, bringing in a new job, a new position, new wealth coming in for you. And that's opening the door. So what's happening with you? You've been reviewing the past a lot, maybe a lot of memories coming back, thinking back a lot about what was going on, what you did in the past, maybe just reviewing what happened and maybe being a little depressed about it too. Maybe you're thinking that whatever happened was not so bad because there's a lot of flowers in these cups. So you've got these old memories, but you've added the happy twist to it, if you like. And you felt you were very stable during that particular period. Maybe you're remembering an old relationship that you had with somebody from the past. It could be a love relationship. It could just be childhood. Or maybe you remember how happy you were when you were a child. You've been doing a lot of thinking about the past, a lot of past reviewing. So what's happening around you? You've got the Nine of Wands. It looks like, there was a lot of burdens. Everything from your past seems to be destroyed, really. You can see, and almost up in smoke here, and you're reviewing it. So maybe this is the reason why you're looking at the past, because with this Nine of Wands, you can see there's a lot of the building is destroyed, and you can see there's only these pillars that are left over there. Maybe you're remembering all the past problems that you had, and you're looking back at the past, because this person is looking back at that past and, almost reviewing what used to stand there. So maybe that's what you've been doing recently, looking at that past and thinking about what you had in the past and what you've lost, and all the problems that came with it, and all the difficulties that you have been facing. So your hopes and fears, you've got the Death card coming over here. You do want a big change coming in, and it looks like that is probably going to be coming in quite quickly. You're also worried, that you will lose everything with the Death card as being a card of a transition. So you are very, very hesitant to make this move that you need to make. And it is giving you, maybe keeping you up at night. Because you can see everything here is destroyed, and maybe you're worried that everything around you will be destroyed or lost if you make this big change. But it seems like it is inevitable, and you need to stop worrying about the worst case scenario. So you've got the Ten of Swords, the Sun card, and you've got the Four of Cups, Four of Chalices. With the Ten of Swords, it shows that, maybe you need to pack up your things and move. She's put all the swords into the bag over here, and she looks like she's ready to move. It is the end of a cycle, and it is the end of a cycle of a lot of heartbreak. There was a lot of drama, and there was a lot of trauma in your life as well. Things were said that can't be taken back, and it was all very nasty. This is a card of betrayal, loss. It's not the best card in the tarot. I have to admit, I really don't like this card. But it is also a card that shows that the worst is over, and you have to move on. You can't stay there, because if you stay there with all these swords, you just end up becoming depressed. So you will have to move on from that situation, leave it, slot it down to being a loss, and move on. And then you've got the Sun card coming in, which looks like there is happiness coming in. And it looks like there will be somebody there to help you through the situation. You've got the gates there, so it looks like those will start opening for you, and a lot of energy will come in. So after all of this drama that you've been through, you've got the Sun coming in, bringing in all this energy and all this light, and also a need to focus on yourself. So this is going to put the spotlight on you, and you need to put yourself first in order for you to move on from this situation. And with the Four of Cups, it looks like there is an offer coming in. There might be two offers coming in this deck. You've got one being brought in by the bear and one being brought in by the fairy there. That's a bear. And, usually bears indicate something powerful, strong energy, and a really stable kind of offer coming in for you. And this is something that, you might be faced with a situation. It's unexpected because this man's got his back turned to both these cups, so he doesn't expect them to be coming to him. And it's something that's going to be offering you stability, especially in a time when you feel really, really lonely because he's sitting there alone. These two offers are going to come in from nowhere. And so you need to stop looking at what you have in front of you, but look at these two offers and consider which one is the most applicable to you, or the one that is going to bring you the most offers, the most satisfaction. So you will be faced with a choice, and you will need to decide what to do. And it will take you out of this loneliness over here. So some offer coming, or two offers coming in for you that you need to really consider to make a choice. So you've got three major arcana cards over here. One is release, which says the end of a phase or situation, spiritual transformation, a time to move on. So this really is a time for you to transition to something different. You have to leave everything and walk away from it. With this Ten of Swords, you really have to leave everything and walk away. You really have to pack your things, your thoughts, your ideas, whatever it is. If it needs to be a actual physical move, you may need to make that as well. But definitely cut out all the people that are not serving you and move away from them. And with the release card, it is telling that this phase has ended and there is transformation and it is time to move on. And second card is the Star, which says happier times, make positive, optimistic long-term plans, and you're on the right path. So you are being guided in the right direction, and there is a lot of inspiration, luck coming your way as well. And this, you just have to remain positive. The idea behind the Star card is to maintain that positivity, see the silver lining in the clouds, and go above and beyond what you see around you. So if it looks like everything is falling apart and everything is awful, you have to rise above that and see the bigger picture. And the last card is the Strength card, which says great inner strength, release harsh judgments, forgiveness and compassion. So you need to actually go back in within yourself, and you have to stand your ground. You have to stand up for what you believe in, and that is how you're going to make your decision and move forward. And you are being guided with the Star card. So whatever you're doing right now, walking away from the situation is the right thing to do. And you have to release that situation. You have to let go of it. It's very hard to do that if you've been through a lot, to release memories, to release feelings. But it is something that will have to be learnt. And, every day, if you practice it, it gets a little easy. So a big change coming in for you, a need to move away from all the problems that you've encountered. There are some offers coming in for you. So, keep an eye open for that. Don't ignore these offers. These are important offers, and you will need to make some choice in the future. But you will be getting some information or news or an offer coming in, especially for a job, or new money coming in. Definitely some finances coming in over here. So that's all, that's a very, very positive ending to that. So a new offer coming in and new money coming in. So all these changes, November and December are generally difficult months of the year. This is where all the big changes come in, and there's, usually a lot of drama associated with these 2 months. So know that once you move into the new year, these things should fall away into the past, and you'll get over the situation. But just keep positive, especially with that Star card.